How can you transfer from your course of study, the course you are studying presently, to medicine, to pharmacy, to nursing, or your dream course? How can you be able to transfer? Most persons ask me this question, and it's very, very possible. In fact, I know many persons that transfer from their department to medicine, to pharmacy, to nursing. All right, I'm going to give you the step by step guide on doing this transfer. All right, so pay great attention, because if you miss any of this step, you might not get it, because many persons they tried, and as they tried, they don't get it. So in this video, I'm going to give you step by step methods to transfer to either medicine, pharmacy, or nursing. All right, so the first step is start with a related course. Maybe the course you are studying is anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, microbiology, med lab, public health. All those courses, they are related to medicine, they are related to pharmacy, they are related to nursing. So if you are studying any of those related courses that I've just mentioned, then you can easily transfer. But if you are studying something like, say, engineering, you cannot transfer from engineering to medicine. They are not related. You get, so if you're already studying, if the course you're giving now, this course you're studying now, you are is related to medicine, either biochemistry, either microbiology, public health, or any of those ones related to medicine, you can transfer. So the next step is perform exceptionally well in 100 level. If you must transfer, because most schools they transfer at year two, you can only transfer during your second year. Now, if you must be able to transfer, then you must perform exceptionally well. What do I mean by that? It is a rule. Before you can be able to transfer from any department to medicine, to nursing, to pharmacy, you must have at least a CGP of 4.0 out of 5.0. So if your CGPA in year one, your 100 level is not up to 4.0, then automatically you cannot transfer. So if you are in your 100 level, or you wrote JAM and the course you are giving now, you don't like it, you don't like the course, accept the admission. Then focus on that course very well, do it very well in year one. Because if you do very well, you can be able to transfer. If your CGPA is less than 4.0, you cannot be able to transfer. And to get 4.0 is easy. Just work hard. You'll get it. Alright. Now, when I said to get 4.0 is easy, I'm not saying you'll be sleeping and you get it. It's easy if you read. Myself, I graduated with a CGPA of 4.88, almost 5, almost 5.0. So you can see that it's very easy, right? Because I was reading. So if you read in your 100 level, you'll be able to do that. Now, after, if let's say you've gotten 4.0 in your 100 level, how will you be able to transfer to pharmacy, medicine, or nursing? The next thing is understand your school policy. Different university have different policy. My own university, I graduated from University of Port Harcourt. As a matter of fact, I applied for an interfaculty transfer to pharmacy. So I know the detailed steps, step by step, because I did all the steps. Now, in the interfaculty transfer, you have to know your school policy. Different schools have different policy. Some schools they allow transfer only in 100 level. Some schools you can transfer when you're in 200 level. Do you understand? But most schools you can only transfer after your 100 level. So if you get to 200 level, you cannot transfer again. Most schools do that. Do you get? So 100 level is when, after 100 level is when most schools transfer, but you can always go to your school handbook. After clearance, schools will give you handbook, the school handbook. Details of these things are inside. Details of interfaculty transfer. You see interfaculty transfer, that is you are transferring from your faculty to another faculty. Or you see intrafaculty transfer, that is you are transferring from your department to another department still in that faculty. Take for example, if I'm transferring from biochemistry to microbiology, both of them they are under faculty of science. So that is intra-faculty transfer. But if I'm transferring from biochemistry to medicine, that's interfaculty transfer, because biochemistry is under faculty of science, medicine is under basic medical sciences, right? Good. Now, so check your handbook to know your school policy on transfer. Then the next thing is apply for interfaculty transfer by going to your admission office. I remember when I was applying for interfaculty transfer, first I went to admission office. I told them I want to apply. They gave me the form. I paid for the form online. Then they gave me the form. When I took the receipt, the remitter there, they gave me the form. I filled. I took it to Senate for signing. Then I returned it to submit it to. I returned to submit it to admission office. After submitting it to admission office, they gave me a form. They gave me a form which people are to sign. My HOD was to sign. The HOD of my new department was to sign. The dean was to sign. You see, you follow the process. But to start with, go to your admission office. Tell them you want to do interfaculty transfer. They will give you the form when you've paid. They'll tell you the account number to pay to. Is the form is not normally, I think my own time it was whether 2,000 or 3,000 I paid for the form. So it doesn't cost much money. All right. Then next one, next thing you should consider for it to be successful is meet the O level and JAMB subject requirements. The course you are transferring to should have the same subject combination as the course you are doing already. If not, if the subject combinations are different, then forget about it, it will not work out. So the subject combinations should be the same for it to work out. Do you understand? Then this one I want to mention now. The next three things I'm going to mention now, very, very important. In fact, most persons that their transfer case does not work out is because of these three things remaining. These three things remaining. Now, the next one, number six, have good conduct. If your name is in the disciplinary list, that is maybe you were caught for malpractice or anything, they will deny you transfer. They will say this person that wants to come to our department now does not have good character. They will not give you admission. They will not accept your transfer. Even if you have 5.0, they will not process your transfer. So ensure you have good conduct. Then the next one, network with academic advisors and HODs. You see me holding my ears, right? Now let me tell you why my own transfer case did not work out. Because I met up all the requirements, but it didn't work out. My transfer did not work out. This is why. After going to Senate, going to admission office, fill the form, my HOD of the department I was then, signed me out. But before he signed me out of the department, the pharmacy where I was going to, they've not accepted me because they said they were waiting for my result. So as I took my result now, as I've gotten my results, I got there to say I've gotten my result but my HOD needed to sign. Before my HOD signed, he told me if I sign you out of this department, you're not coming back again. I told him yes, sir. I told him yes, sir. I'm not coming back again. So he signed me out of the department. I got to pharmacy, met them, and said, my HOD have signed me out. Accept me now. This is my result. And they said there is no space. They told me there is no space. There was no space. Me, the HOD have signed out of my department. Ha! I know if it was Nigerian film, at that point when they are telling me there is no space, I should go back and beg my HOD. In fact, the woman was even shouting at me, go back and beg your HOD, you're a floating student. Now, if it was Nigerian film, you just do flashback at when your HOD was telling you, if I sign you out, you're not coming back again. Eh? So that was my case. Why? Because I did not know people. People transferred, even people that were running the transfer together, some of them worked out because they know people. Network with academic advisors and HODs. In that university, one lecturer met me during that my transfer time and was like, do you have any lecturer running this thing for you? I said, no, sir. I didn't understand that. I was thinking once you get the requirements, you go there. I didn't know it was more than that. Network with academic advisors, all those top persons in your department. Feel free, meet them. Sir, my name is this. I'm applying for transfer. Please, is there any way you can help me? I know one professor in my department that I've helped many persons transfer. Many persons transfer. They will be telling you there is no space, but once their big man come, once their colleagues come, they will accept. So that's the most important part now. You get your result first. Then the most important part now, network with your HOD, network with those top lecturers in your department. Tell them you want to transfer or talk to them, you know how to approach them. They will be the ones to help you. They will be the ones to give you insider information. Do you understand? Then the last thing I must say, but before the last thing, please, if you've not subscribed to my channel, click on the subscribe button. Please click on the subscribe button. I'll keep on posting contents that will help you. So if you've not subscribed, subscribe. Then do me that favor of clicking the like button. And if you don't have anything to say in the comment section, at least drop thank you in the comment section. I'll so much appreciate that. Thank you very much for all your support. Those persons that have been supporting this channel, I so much appreciate. Thank you very, very much. God will reward you. for subscribing. All right, so the last thing I will talk about is be ready for an extra year. Most schools, if you're transferring from your department to another department, you have to repeat that level. So if you are desperate for the course, say if you are transferring to pharmacy 100 level, you are done with 100 level, you're supposed to go to 200 level, they will bring you back to 100 level. Do you get? Most schools are like that. Some schools you go ahead with the 200 level, but some schools you go back to repeat the other level. So be prepared, be ready for an extra year in some cases. If you follow all these things I've said, your interfaculty transfer will work out and you study your dream course. If there is no question, if there's any question, drop it in the comment section. If there's none, click on the subscribe button if you've not subscribed to this channel. Drop a thank you in the comment section, and see you in my next video. My name is Excellence Simplified. Bye.